What is up, everyone? It's Justin Rulin back again with a new video. And in today's video, I'm going to be discussing my 2 years with this iPhone XS Max. Now, as you'll see by the title, I am planning on moving on from this device, and I will discuss that more toward the end of this video. So, with that being said, let's get started. So, as you can tell, I am screen recording, so I am not able to show you the physical condition of this phone. However, I can tell you that the phone is in mint condition. There's no cracks, no dents. I mean, there may be some scuffs and scratches around the frame from those times when I wasn't using it with a case, because I have done that a few times. So there may be some scuffs and some scrapes and maybe a few scratches along the stainless steel frame, but other than that, this phone is in pristine condition, and it is, I mean, I guess I would say it's qualified for a trade-in. It's eligible. So let's talk about it. So this phone, I purchased this phone on October 6th of 2018, and this was my third go-around with iOS. And I honestly have to say, over these past 2 years, I have had a very pleasant...
Screen dimmed. Batteries, widget, stack, widget 1, batteries, widget, stack, widget.
Sorry about that. I have had a very pleasant experience with this device. You know, coming from Android, you know, I was somewhat happy with it, but a lot of issues started piling up, and I wanted to give iOS another chance, because I've trashed iOS in the past, and I wanted to give it another
Batteries,
go-around.
widget, stack, Justin's iPhone, 57% charged. Notes.
Okay, sorry about that. I wanted to give this iOS another go-around. So, I purchased this XS Max. And, you know, overall, it has been a great experience. Of course, not every phone's perfect, and I'll go over that now. So, the first 2 days I had this phone, things were going well. You know, iOS 12 was running smooth, the battery was amazing, and I was very happy. I was enjoying my experience, and that remained true throughout the whole cycle of iOS 12. I got this phone when it ran 12.0. Now fast forward to September of 2019, or no, actually we'll go to June of 2019. June 17th, 2019 is when I installed iOS 13 Beta 2. And this is where things kind of started taking a nosedive. iOS 13 was not great, and I have videos about that. I've had quite a few issues with 13. One issue that still does persist. I'm not going to go over all the issues, because I did do it. Like I said, I did do a video detailing the issues that I experienced with 13. But the one issue that still persists is when I record in stereo with this device, whether it's the front
Screen dimmed. Row 3, column 4.
Whether it's the front or the back camera, the audio tends to gradually gain up. So it starts off really quiet, and you'll probably hear that throughout some of my videos here. But it starts to gradually gain, and then slowly, you know, it slowly stabilizes itself. So that's one issue that I've been having, and that's the most prevalent issue that I've had. So let's talk about battery. Now, I'm going to show you my battery health right now, so we'll go to settings.
Stocks. Settings, 1 new item. Remove app, button, edit, battery, button.
We'll tap on battery.
Settings. Low power mode, selected, battery health, button.
And yes, I have slowed my speech down for the purposes of this video, so we'll tap on battery health.
Phone batteries, like all rechargeable. Your battery is currently supporting peak performance capability. This is a measure of battery maximum capacity, 85%.
And as you can see, I am at 85% maximum capacity.
Batteries, widget.
Now, 80% after 2 years is normal. So I'm actually 5% above the normal range in 2 years, which is pretty good. However, that doesn't necessarily translate to great battery life. This phone does not last me all day. I cannot get through a full day without it, and I have, I mean, with this phone, I was using a smart battery case. However, I decided to take that off because I like the functionality of it, but the overall design of the smart battery case is just awful. I'm not a fan of it, and it's not worth $130. So battery has not been great. Uh, However, what I will say is that when I downgraded this phone to 14.1, I was running the 14.2 beta a few days ago, and I've been running it since beta 1. Uh, Battery life on 14.2 beta was absolutely atrocious. This phone does last a little longer. I do notice it. I'm not going to go into my battery usage and show a detailed view of my screen off and screen on time because I don't really think that's relevant right now. But overall, battery has been iffy.
Screen dimmed.
So that's, you know, it's just the nature of it. You get a phone and the batteries degrade, and
Batteries. Widget. Stack. Justin's iPhone.
that's just
Notes.
the reality of it. So next I want to show you some things that I really enjoy about iOS, particularly iOS 14. So as you can see on my screen, as you've been hearing, I have widgets. I'm sure you all know by now that you can add widgets to your home screen and do a lot of cool customizations. So I have a widget stack. So if we start up here at the top left,
Batteries. Widget. Stack. Justin's iPhone. 56% charged. Actions available.
that's my battery widget. And if I swipe again,
Justin's Apple Watch. Watch. 66% charged. Actions available.
now normally it would show my smart battery case, but I am not using it. And if you have AirPods connected or any or certain Bluetooth accessories, they will show up within this battery widget. Now if I do a three-finger swipe down,
Widget 3 of 3.
you can see right here.
FaceTime. Fitness. 45. Fitness. Widget. Stack.
So here's fitness.
Actions available. Move ring. 12%. Exercise ring. 0%. Stand ring. 16%.
Yeah,
Actions available.
yeah, I'm lazy. Anyway, there's my fitness ring. This data is being pulled from my Apple Watch. So if we swipe again,
Widget 2 of 3. Widget 1 of 3. Batteries. Widget. Stack. Justin's iPhone. Widget 3 of 3. Widget 2 of 3.
and as you can, and then right here,
38 degrees. Mostly cloudy. H. Weather. 38 degrees. Mostly cloudy. H. 40 degrees L. 35 degrees. Weather.
this is my weather widget. Right now, these are only widgets that I have. I keep my home screen pretty minimal. I don't really tinker with my home screen. Now, the next thing I want to show you is in settings.
Home. App switcher. Settings. Active.
So if we tap
Actions
on
available.
settings.
Settings. Battery. Back button.
Now, this is a feature that I really like actually in 14 in the settings app. So if I double tap and hold on the back button,
Battery. Button. Settings. Button.
I can return right to the main settings page. So if I double tap here,
Settings. Heading.
and I'm sorry if this phone has this like orangish look. I have dark mode off, and I believe night shift is on. So if it looks a little like yellow or orange, that's why. So anyways, we're gonna go over to accessibility.
Search. Display. Home screen. Accessibility. Button. Accessibility features help you customize your iPhone for your individual needs.
And we're gonna go to touch.
Vision. Heading. Physical and motor. Hearing. Heading. Physical and motor. Heading.
So physical motor.
Touch. Button.
We'll tap here on touch.
Assistive touch. Off. Button.
Come here to the bottom.
Double or triple tap on. Back tap. On. Button.
Now, I love this feature. So I'll double tap on back tap. This is so, like, guys, this is very powerful.
Double tap. Sweet but psycho. Button.
And yeah, as you can see, my double tap is, I was being stupid and I created a shortcut. I literally took a cover of Donald Trump singing "Sweet But Psycho" and converted it, and then encoded it to base 64. And so when I double tap the back of my phone, it'll play that. I did that at 6 o'clock in the morning, so whatever. And then my triple tap is
Triple tap. Hey Google button.
this is a shortcut for Google Assistant. So I really, really love this. This is probably my favorite feature of 14. So the next thing I want to show you
Back tap on button.
that I really like is we will come back.
Accessibility. Back button. Accessibility. Accessibility. Heading. Vision. Heading.
So we'll come here to Vision, and I'll show you some of the new voiceover options in 14. I'm not going to demonstrate them, but I will show you what they look like. So we'll go
Voiceover on button.
We'll tap on voiceover.
Voiceover on. Tap. Double tap to voiceover. Speaking rate. Speech. Voiceover voiceover recognition button.
And this is a new setting in iOS 14. Now, this is only compatible with Bionic chips, so A12 and later. So for those who have any phone that's an A11 and older, unfortunately, you will not have voiceover recognition. But if we go into here,
using on-device intelligence, your iPhone will automatically improve the accessibility of apps, images, and text. Voiceover recognition should not be relied upon in circumstances where you could be harmed or injured, in high-risk situations, for navigation, or for the diagnosis or treatment of any medical condition.
So pretty good description of voiceover recognition there. So the first option we have is
image descriptions on button.
So image descriptions. So if we
your iPhone will speak descriptions of images in apps and on the web.
Okay, so that's on. I do like that a lot. It's still a work in progress, and a lot of these recognition features, they are still work in progress, but they are getting a lot better. And honestly, these are going to be game changers for accessibility. So we'll go to the next one.
Screen recognition on button.
Now this is absolutely nice.
Your iPhone will automatically make apps more accessible by recognizing items on the screen.
So if you are in an app that that has a lot of unlabeled buttons and you can't get nothing done in that app, well, you can turn on screen recognition. Usually it'll show up in your rotor. I have customized my screen recognition to do a 4-finger triple tap to. I've set it at a 4-finger double tap, sorry, to enable screen recognition. I'm not going to go over voiceover customization and customizing gestures because it makes this video already longer than it's going to be. Excuse me. So I'll go over here again.
Text recognition on.
We have text recognition.
Your iPhone will speak descriptions of text found in images,
which is also pretty handy. I see it more in Facebook. Usually it's where I see it the most. However, Facebook does have a pretty good AI for their automatic alt text, so this is kind of useless in Facebook. But sometimes you'll have some photos in Facebook that automatic alt text does not describe. So we're going back to the home screen.
Home. Mail. 16,038 degrees. Mostly cloudy. H. Notes.
The next thing I want to show you is another favorite feature that I like. And this is the app library. Most of you probably seen this already.
Page 202. Weather. App library. Search field.
Now we can search. And when you double tap on search, it brings up a list view. So
app library. Search field.
As you can see.
Achievement. A. Heading. Section index. Adjustable.
You got your little letter picker. So here's your section index. So we can go.
B. Selected.
Go to B.
Battery. Actions available.
This is battery HD plus.
Books.
We got
Action.
books.
Right. C. Calculus. Right guide. Actions
Right
available.
guide. This app is kind of meh.
App library. Search field.
That's the list. So now if we rotor to containers.
Word. Speaking. Volume. Audio duct contain. Speaking. Audio duct containers.
And we swipe down.
Suggestions. Messages. One unread message.
So you have suggestions. So these are apps that you've used recently. So we'll swipe down again.
Recently added. Files.
And we have your categories. So this is recently added. So swipe down again.
Utilities. Settings.
Utilities.
Creativity. GarageBand.
Creativity. We got GarageBand as the first app.
Entertainment. YouTube.
Entertainment. YouTube.
Social. Facebook.
Social.
Productivity and finance. Files.
Okay. It's interesting that it's in two places at once. The reason it's been recently added is because I uninstalled it and reinstalled it because I was having an issue with it. So it's categorized in both areas. So that's why it's like that.
Games, 1,000 miles.
And I got 1,000 miles, which is accessible. So that's just a quick look at the app library.
22. Static weather. Widget. Stack. 38 degree. Mail.
It's pretty nice. iOS 14 is great. Much better than 13, especially for this 10s Max. It is made the 10s Max run more efficient again. But with that being said, by the time you see this video, I may already have my new device. So the device that I'm planning on upgrading to is the iPhone 12 Pro. Not the Pro Max, not the 12, not the Mini, just the standard iPhone 12 Pro. I'm going to be getting the 128 gigabyte Pacific Blue iPhone 12 Pro. This is a 512 gigabyte iPhone XS Max. And that's not something I wanted to purchase. However, I did because the 256 that I wanted back when I got it was on back order. So I could not, they were all sold out and whatever, and they're on back order, so I could not purchase it. I have not even touched, matter of fact, let's take a look at my storage.
App switcher. Settings. Active. Settings. Settings. Voiceover. Back button. Voiceover. Back button.
So we'll use this feature again.
Voiceover. Button. Accessibility. Settings. Button. Settings. Heading. Stick. General. Button.
And we'll go here to general.
About. Button. So, AirDrop. AirPlay and picture in picture. CarPlay. iPhone storage. Button.
We'll go to iPhone storage.
iPhone. iPhone, 38.9 gigabytes of 512 gigabyte use. iPhone, 38.9 gigabytes of 512 gigabyte use. System, 2%. iCloud Drive, 1%.
Yeah. Yeah. There's been more than that before. But this is currently what I have now in my current backup. But as you can tell, I don't install a lot on this phone. I have a
Home. Mail, 16,584.
I am in a 2 terabyte iCloud storage family plan with a couple friends of mine, with Austin's Tech and another friend. He was generous enough to allow me into his family plan, so thank you, Austin. I appreciate it. And I mean, you get Apple TV Plus in return from me, so it's a win-win. So that's why I'm not going to get 512 gigs of storage, because it's overkill, at least in my circumstances. Why spend that extra money when I can just go for 128 gigabytes of base storage on the Pro, which is pretty much double the base storage on the standard 12. That's my whole thought process into that. When I get my 12 Pro and I do my first impressions, I will go over I'll go more in depth about my whole reasoning behind getting the configuration that I got. So anyways, to conclude this video, the iPhone XS Max after 2 years has been a great experience. I have loved it. I have a newfound respect for Apple and what they do with iOS. Not with their business decisions exactly, but we'll talk about that maybe in another video too. But my perspective on iOS has really changed.
Screen dimmed.
I now know how much more productive it makes me, and how it can increase my independence. So anyways, iPhone XS Max after 2 years, great device. I love it. And if any of you have had a XS Max and you're upgrading, feel free to comment in this section, or if you're keeping your XS Max, also feel free to let me know. Or, if you're upgrading from any phone, whatever phone it may be, feel free to let me know in the comment section. So, anyway, guys, with that being said, I will see you soon with my impressions of the iPhone 12 Pro. But until then, have a nice day, and peace out, everyone.